Hello class. Today we have a new lesson on polynomials. By the end of the lesson you will learn how to add polynomials. So let's dive right into this. So here we have a trinomial plus a binomial. Okay, so whenever you are wanting to add polynomials, what you have to remember is we just need to combine things that are alike, put things together. So there's a couple things that we look at. The first thing I would like for you to look at is inside the parentheses. Okay, so when we look at this trinomial right here, I want to make everything a plus problem. So if everything is plus, then we're good to go. Then we look inside the other one. If everything is plus, we're good to go. Okay? The next thing that we look at is here in the middle. If that is an addition problem, then we're good to go. Okay, so in today's lesson, we'll be good with that. So once we have looked inside both of the parentheses, and we've looked to see that it was an addition problem, the parentheses can just go away. And we're left really with 5x to the third power plus x squared plus 2 plus 4x to the third power plus 6x squared. Then all we're looking for whenever we do this is we're looking to combine like terms. Put things together that are alike. So what I like to do is I like to start with the very first monomial inside the polynomial. And I look to see, are there any other x cubes that I can add to this 5x cubed? And you'll notice that, yes, there is. So if I have 5x cubed and 4x cubed, when I put that together, I end up with 9x cubed. Okay. So my x cubes are now taken care of. So then I go to the next piece, which is x squared. And I look to see, are there any other x squareds that I can add together? Now what we need to remember about this first x squared is that there is a 1 in front of that. So that is a 1x squared. And I notice that there's another x squared at the end. So I have a 1x squared plus a 6x squared, which gives me plus 7x squared. Okay, so my x squareds are now taken care of. And now I look for, all the other things that I can combine. And I notice that there's not anything else that I can combine. The only thing I have left is a 2. So when I add together 5x cubed plus x squared plus 2 plus 4x cubed plus 6x squared, I end up with the trinomial of 9x cubed plus 7x squared plus 2. And that's all there is to adding polynomials. Let's see if we can do another one. Okay, so like I said, the first step, look inside the parentheses and see if everything is plus. So in this first trinomial, I see a plus and I see a plus, so we're good to go. Now, in this second one, though, I don't see a plus. I see a minus. So what do we do with minuses? We change subtraction to addition, the next number to its opposite. Okay, once I change everything to plus inside the parentheses, I now look in the middle. Okay, is it plus? And yes, it is. So once everything is plus, and I know there's a plus inside the middle of the parentheses, okay, where we're adding it together, the parentheses can go away. And we're left with 6x cubed plus 8y squared plus 5xy plus 4xy plus negative 2y squared. And now, just like in the last problem, we put like things together. So I like to start with the very first term that we have, 6x cubed. Do I have any other x cubes that I can add to that? And you'll notice that there isn't any, so I just write down 6x cubed. Plus, okay, then I go to the next thing. I've got a y squared. Do I have any other y squareds I can add together? Yes, I do. I have a negative 2y squared. So 8y squared and negative 2y squared actually give me 6y squared. Okay? So my x cubes are gone and my y squareds are gone. Okay, plus, and now I look for anything else that I can put together. Okay, so you'll notice that we've got a 5xy and a 4xy. So those can go together as 9xy. Okay? So when we put these two polynomials together, we end up with this trinomial of 6x cubed plus 6y squared plus 9xy. And that's all there is to it. Okay? So let's try one more. Let's have you do this one by yourself. Okay, let's see how you did. So we start by looking at each set that we have. So I look at this first set and I notice, oh, there's a minus. So I'm going to change that minus to a plus next to its opposite. The next one's good. And then we've got this little monomial out there to the side, and we just add them together. Once everything on the inside of each monomial is plus, and I know that I've got pluses in the middle, then the parentheses just go away. And here we now have 3x squared y plus negative 5x plus 4x plus 7 plus 6x squared y. And again, we start off with the first term. Do I have any x squared y's that I can add together? And you'll notice that, yes, I do have 2. So 3x squared y plus 6x squared y will give me 9x squared y. Okay. Then I look for x's. So I got a negative 5x and I got a positive 4x. So when I add that together, I end up with plus negative 1x, or just negative x. Okay, you don't have to have the 1 there. Okay, and then plus, so my x's are gone, my x squared y's are gone, and now there's only one thing left, 7. So 9x squared y plus negative 1x, or just negative x, plus 7 is the answer to the adding the polynomials. And that's really all there is to adding polynomials. So until next time.